Welcome to Flesh Rose Tarot. Today we're reflecting on the full moon in Aquarius. The full moon brings accumulation, clarity, and completion. There are moments when something reaches its peak so it can finally be seen for what it is. So Aquarius is a sign of innovation, freedom, community, friendships, and like the future. So it often asks us to release what keeps us small so we could step towards a life that's more authentic. This particular full moon is especially active astrologically because it's shining a light on long-term goals, relationships within our communities, and directions we're moving collectively. Surprisingly, insights may emerge, hidden truths can surface, and many people realize that they're ready for a different future than the one that they've been building. So let's see how to navigate through this energy. All right, first we got the Six of Swords, and immediately I love this as an opening energy because the Six of Swords is about transition. It's a card of leaving one shoreline behind and slowly making your way towards another. Notice it isn't a dramatic ending of like a tower. It isn't chaotic. This is conscious decision to move towards peace. That fits Aquarius beautifully. Aquarius does not always ask us to destroy our lives overnight. Sometimes it simply asks, what if there's a healthier future waiting if you're willing to leave what's familiar? And this card tells me that this full moon begins with movement, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Something is ready to shift. But where is it taking us? To the Seven of Cups, which is very interesting. So as soon as we begin moving forward, possibilities appear. This card represents choices, dreams, opportunities, imagination, but also illusion. It's almost as though once you step away from your old life, the universe says, here's all the doors you could walk through. And the challenge is that not every door is yours. Aquarius loves possibility. It loves innovation. It loves imagining entirely different futures. But this card reminds us that discernment matters. Don't feel pressured to chase every exciting opportunity, but ask yourself, which choice genuinely aligns with the future that I'm trying to build? Then we go into the Three of Cups, and suddenly things change. So this tells me that you're not meant to navigate this transition alone. The Three of Cups is celebration, friendship, community. It's shared joy. And honestly, could there be a more Aquarian card? Aquarius rules groups, friendships, and finding your people. So maybe the future you're stepping into isn't just about new goals. Maybe it's about new relationships. Maybe it's about reconnecting with people who truly understand who you're becoming. Sometimes healing happens because someone reminds us that we don't have to carry everything by ourselves. And then what is fascinating is we get into the Eight of Cups. This is another cup. So the story is deepening because after finding clarity and recognizing the possibilities and remembering the importance of community, we're asked to walk away from something. And what's interesting about the Eight of Cups is nothing looks broken. The cups are still standing. Sometimes we leave because something is toxic, but sometimes we leave because we've outgrown it. And that's a very Aquarian lesson. Like, growth isn't always going to be dramatic, but sometimes your soul quietly is whispering to you, hey, this chapter has taught me everything it came to teach. And this full moon may help you recognize exactly where that is. And finally, the Five of Cups. So at first glance, this can feel like a difficult ending, but I actually think it's incredibly hopeful. The Five of Cups, it's asking us to acknowledge grief without letting grief become our identity. Yes, some cups have spilled, but two still remain. So the future isn't gone, hope isn't gone, opportunity isn't gone. Perspective simply hasn't caught up yet. Sometimes after walking away, there's a moment where we naturally mourn what we're leaving behind, and it's very normal. But that doesn't mean it was a wrong decision. It means that you're human. So looking at this as a whole, what it's saying to help you navigate through this is you are leaving those old waters behind. There's a reminder that new possibilities are appearing, but discernment is essential. And you're not meant to build this future alone. Keep in mind you need your community, your friendships, and those meaningful connections to become part of this journey. Leave behind what no longer nourishes your soul, even if it's familiar. Every ending carries emotion, so honor what's ending while still recognizing everything that's waiting ahead. One thing I love on this is it gradually becomes more emotional. So we started with a sword, so that's our thoughts, perspective, and mental clarity, and that's fitting because Aquarius is also an air sign. But before our hearts can move forward, our mind often has to see new possibilities. So then this reading shifted almost entirely into cups, the suit of water. Cups represent emotions, relationships, intuition, healing, and the heart. It's as if the full moon is saying, hey, your mind may show you a new path first, but your heart is the part that has to walk it. And overall, the message feels beautifully Aquarian. Move towards peace. Choose wisely. Lean into your community. Release what you've outgrown. Allow yourself to grieve what you're leaving behind and trust that every emotional ending creates room for a future that's more aligned than the one that you had. Okay, that's what I have here for you today. Thank you so much for spending time with me here at Blush Rose Tarot. Until next time, take what resonates and let the rest pass.